Hello, I'm Dr. Jamie Turndorf, and I want to congratulate you on reaching out to me and asking for help in getting your ex back. And I want to begin by saying to you that I know the pain that you're in. My husband died of a bee sting a few years ago, so I do know how much it hurts to be separated from the one you love. I know the pain of loss, but when you lose a loved one to death, you know that there's no hope of ever bringing your loved one back. But in your case, your beloved is still alive, which means you can get your ex back if you handle the process correctly. But if you screw up, your ex will be as good as dead to you. Now, I know you're here with me because you'd do anything to get your ex back. And at this point, you're frustrated, you're confused, you're clueless about what to do next. And I also know that you've tried absolutely everything so far, and what you've tried hasn't worked. You wouldn't be here if it had. Now, the reality is one false move at this point, and you could lose your ex for good. And we both know you're already standing on shaky ground with your ex. Saying or doing the wrong thing at this point could push your ex away for good, leaving no hope of turning back. So we both know you need guidance on how to proceed. So let me reassure you, you've come to the right place for help. Now, in case you don't already know who I am, let me tell you a little bit about me and why I am the person to help you get your ex back. I'm the creator of AskDrLove.com, the web's first relationship advice site since 1995, and out of my site I've used my proven methods to help millions of people save their relationships. I'm also the host of Ask Dr. Love Radio, which is broadcast out of Seattle and heard in 80 countries worldwide, and I also write a column for Psychology Today online. And just so you know, I'm also a real doctor with 30 years of experience helping people just like you. Now, I know I don't look that old. I have to thank my plastic surgeon. But seriously, out of my Center for Emotional Communication, I've spent the last 3 decades conducting research and perfecting my relationship-saving methods that are regularly featured in all the top national magazines, radio shows, and TV networks. And just so you know, CNN just called me their resident love doctor. And Jack Canfield, the author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul billion-dollar book empire and The Secret, he said during his recent interview on my Ask Dr. Love radio show, Dr. Turndorf has relationships figured out. Anyone who wants a great relationship should read her book and follow her method. Now, I'm not saying all this to brag or make my mother proud. I'm saying this to let you know that I'm the right person to help you get your ex back. Now, I want to take a few minutes to give you an overview of my proven Get Your Ex Back method so you have a clearer idea on how I'm going to help you. Now, in the first chapter, I explain the universal root cause of your breakup. It's shockingly simple. It's as plain as the nose on your face. Breakups occur when partners fail to satisfy what I call the universal human need. Now, in this chapter, I fully outline what this need is. And when you satisfy this need, according to the steps I outline, your ex is going to want to come back and stay forever. Now, the way you meet this universal human need is through what I call relationship essential nutrients. These nutrients are the secret key to satisfying the universal human need. Now, the essential nutrients are different for men and for women, and I fully outline all the differences. But when you understand what these nutrients are, you're not only going to see where you went wrong with your ex, you're also going to see exactly what you need to do to lure your ex back. Now, it's these nutrients that are going to put your relationship back together, prevent straying, immunize you against future breakups, and make your love stronger than ever. Now, in Chapter 2, which I call Letting the Dust Settle, I call it that because it's precisely by backing off and giving your ex some breathing room that your ex is going to want to come back to you. I'll never forget this woman who came to see me maybe 10 years ago. She kept hounding her husband who had left, but the more she hounded him, the more he didn't want to come back. So I told her what I'm going to tell you. You've got to back off. As soon as she backed off, he came home. Now, of course, they went on to follow my makeup and conflict resolution methods to the finish line, but the point is they literally started to live happily ever after once she backed off. So in this chapter, I'm going to show you how to back off, how to stop obsessing about what your ex is doing, and I'm going to also warn you in this chapter about the common mistakes people make at this stage and how to avoid each one of them so that your makeup efforts don't fail before you start. Now, finally, I'm going to give you exercises for looking further into what went wrong and show you how to see things from your ex's point of view. Now, this skill is going to be really handy because if you want your ex back, you need to know what went wrong from your ex's point of view. Now, in the third chapter, Lick Your Wounds and Raise Your Personal Net Worth, I'm going to explain to you that a breakup is devastating to your self-esteem. But unfortunately, the worse you feel about yourself, the more desperately you behave. This makes you unappealing, which drives your ex away from you, and it can drive your ex away for good. So in this chapter, I'm going to show you how to stop this downward spiral. You're going to learn the secret way to rekindle your ex's love and attraction to you by raising what I call your personal net worth, which is the most powerful force in your quest to get your ex back. Now, similar to relationship essential nutrients, I'm going to show you how to give yourself the personal essential nutrients you need to heal and be more attractive to your ex. I'm going to give you numerous exercises for rebuilding your physical and your mental strength so you can raise your personal net worth and empower yourself. When you feel good about yourself, your ex is going to see you as the person that he or she fell in love with. And this is the secret that naturally magnetizes your ex back into your arms. Chapter 4 is called Taking Stock. And in this chapter, I'm going to show you how to assess your relationship using my accompanying tests and workbooks. Now, I'm going to help you do a quick check of your ex's readiness for a relationship, and I'm going to help you uncover his or her old scars that may have been getting in the way. This information is going to be vital for you in the makeup phase. Now, you're going to also take a quick compatibility test to confirm that you are indeed in the right relationship and that you and your ex are, in fact, right for each other. Most importantly, we're going to find out what is fueling your particular relationship problem and how to stop the cycle of conflict so that you're never going to break up again. Now, if you don't understand why your relationship broke down and what you need to do to fix it, you risk breaking down again, because relationships are like rubber bands, meaning they can only be stretched so far before they snap. You can't afford to risk getting back together and breaking up again and again. No relationship can survive that kind of strain. So this time we're going to make sure to put solid foundation beneath you so that when your ex comes back, your relationship is going to be stronger than ever. Okay, now chapter 5 I call the final makeup. In this chapter, I'm going to take you step by step through the final makeup phase. I'm going to show you how to approach your ex and ask for the first meeting. I'm going to give you a list of conversational icebreakers to start you off on the right track. I'm going to tell you how to handle being rebuffed and what to say and do to work around your ex's objection without pressuring your ex and pushing him away for good. I'm going to show you how to handle cold feet on the part of your ex, where to meet, what to wear, how long to have the first meeting, how to act and what to say and do during the first meeting to start stirring up and rekindling those feelings of love and attraction in your ex. I'm going to tell you what to say and what not to say, how to avoid the most common fight traps and keep things positively focused on your intention, how to not repeat prior negative relationship patterns that are going to derail your entire process, and I'm going to show you how to demonstrate your newfound confidence and attractive power without going overboard, how to follow up and ask for another date and keep things moving forward, and so much more. This is the largest chapter of the book, and it contains numerous exercises, examples, dialogues, and instructions that are going to take you step by step through the makeup process and beyond. So now I just want to invite you to join the millions of people who I've helped already go from breakup to makeup. The sooner you get started, the sooner you'll have your ex back in your arms. Just click on the Buy Now link on your screen and we'll get started. And I'm looking forward to working with you.